guys, welcome back to another thrift haul. Once again, I am styling some spring inspired trends that I think we'll be seeing a lot of throughout the rest of this year. Now obviously Paris Fashion Week along with the rest of Fashion Month just concluded, so I've definitely been taking a little bit of inspiration from those shows. Those were, however, the fall 2020 shows, whereas I'm going to be styling some more spring 2020 inspired looks. This time I actually did not go thrifting in person. I did a little bit of online shopping. So I did want to mention that if there are no good thrift stores in your area, that doesn't mean that you can't buy secondhand. One of my favorite places to shop secondhand online is Depop. If you guys don't already know, I've been a Depop seller since about September of last year. It's a really cool platform for independent sellers, kind of like Poshmark or eBay, but I think honestly a little more trendy and young. And since I'm on there so much selling my own stuff, I often come across other things that I want to buy for myself. If you guys aren't following me there already, I highly suggest checking it out. It's just Haley in the details. Depop is a smartphone app, but you can also access it on a web browser. The first three things that I'm going to show you guys are from Depop. I bought two from one seller and one from another. I'm going to link all of their information down below if you want to check out their shops. First up, I have these incredible, colorful 80s, 90s pull-on sweatpants. Now, I never thought I would be a sweatpant person because I prefer to dress up a little bit more, but my friend Macy from Blazed and Glazed has been really inspiring me lately on how to make sweatpants look a little more chic and dressed up, so I decided to give them a shot. These in particular really caught my eye because they have all these really bright colors, which means I can pair them with a ton of different tops. For this look, I took my boyfriend's thrifted cobalt blue Calvin Klein sweater and tucked it into the pants. This color has been all over the fall 2020 runways. I saw it in the Loewe show, the Rick Owens show, and plenty more. I think this is definitely going to be one of the main color trends that we're seeing for 2020. For shoes, I put on my white patent leather Mista boots that I think help elongate the look a little bit more. I am kind of short, I'm about 5'4", so these pants were kind of scrunched up at the ankle when I wore them barefoot. And honestly, I think one great tip for looking dressed up in casual pieces is just to make sure that they fit you really well. So by throwing on these tall boots and pulling the pants over them, I was able to make it look like they fit me a little bit better. To finish off the look, I just put on my gold croissant dome earrings from Majuri and my gold Majuri rings. Next up, from the same seller, I bought another pair of sweatpants. I kind of went for these because the seller was having some kind of bundle discount and I wanted to take advantage of it, but I ended up really liking them. They're these very classic 80s, 90s brand Zubas, I believe. And while this is definitely a more edgy streetwear kind of style, I don't think it's impossible to dress them up. One thing that I knew I wanted to do was pair something with a tighter silhouette on the top, considering that these sweatpants are even baggier than the ones I showed you before. So I put on my white turtleneck from Los Angeles Apparel. In this outfit, instead of the white Mista boots, I put on my white Ferragamo pumps. Since these pants are a lot more cropped, I figured that a shoe that would show a little bit of ankle was probably the right silhouette. And lastly, I threw on my white 80s cropped leather jacket that I also got from Depop a while ago. In this outfit, I think what keeps me from looking sloppy is just the cohesion of color and also the attention to silhouette. It's easy to look kind of lumpy and drowned out when you're wearing sweatpants, but if you're wearing a shoe with some kind of heel and also a top that's a little bit tighter, it tends to be a bit more flattering. Now, obviously, since these sweatpants are purple and orange, I could have worn them with some other colors, and that could have made a really awesome outfit. I'm hoping that once it warms up a little bit, I might be able to wear these with a tank top or something because they're not actually that warm despite the fact that they're sweatpants. But anyway, I've really warmed up to the whole sweatpant trend. I've been seeing it a lot on Instagram and obviously on Macy. And I feel like whether or not we're seeing this kind of trend on the runway, it's definitely a huge street style trend. Moving on, the next piece that I bought from a different seller was this amazing pair of seersucker Christian Dior pants. These are vintage as well, probably from the 80s or 90s, and I just could not resist them. They have this beautiful pastel print. It's kind of like a bright pink and green gingham. It reminds me a lot of those fun Danish and Swedish and other Northern European Instagram bloggers who wear these fun pastel colors even when it's really cold outside. So to keep with the pastel palette, I put on this 100% silk vintage turtleneck that I got at Woke Vintage here in New York. It's just this gorgeous bright green color that I think picks up the green in the pants really nicely. And then once again for shoes, I have those white Ferragamo pumps. That's all I picked up from Depop this time. It's just so tempting to grab all the fun things that I see when I'm on there, but I try to limit myself and only buy things when I think I'm getting a pretty good deal. I think that was certainly the case for all of these. The Dior pants were only $35 and the 2 pairs of sweatpants were around $20 each. And obviously, since sellers on there are usually trying to make a profit, you're not going to get the best deals, but you usually are going to get the most unique and exciting pieces. Again, if you're not already, definitely check out my Depop. It's going to be in the description below, and you might see some of the pieces that I tried on in this video. So next up, I picked 4 things from a relatively new online secondhand retailer called Deals on Designers. I've actually been working with them on my Instagram if you haven't been seeing those posts already. My Instagram is HayleyWalker_, so you can go check them out. But anyway, I would sort of compare Deals on Designers to ThredUp. It's a huge online thrift store with tons and tons of products that are all in really great quality and all decently priced. First up, I have this amazing brown and cream zebra turtleneck from Jones, New York. Now you guys know that I love a pattern mixing moment, and I feel like an animal print is the perfect pattern to do that with, just because they tend to be a little more subtle and less intricate than something like a floral with a bunch of different colors. The animal print trend has been going really strong for the past year or so, and while I am definitely tired of leopard print, I'm still seeing a ton of zebra and even tiger. This one felt especially trendy because it reminds me of a print done by Paloma Wool, which is one of my favorite ethical, sustainable designers. Since there's that brown and cream color in the top, I decided to pair these pants that also have brown and cream in them. You guys have seen these before. They are my patchwork, handmade vintage pants from Woke Vintage here in Brooklyn. These are technically on my Depop right now, but I'm very hesitant to sell them. They're just such a bold statement, and they really go in with that 60s, 70s trend that we're seeing a lot more of on the runways. To finish off the look, I threw on my white patent leather Mista boots again, and then these big geometric white earrings that I got from Urban Outfitters a long time ago. Moving on, the next piece that I picked up from Deals on Designers was this amazing pair of khaki linen pants, also from Jones, New York. Now these fit me so perfectly at the waist. This belt is kind of just an accessory at this point, but since the pants themselves are a little plain and simple, I wanted to have a lot of fun with the styling of this look. Now I showed you guys this embellished leather vest in another video. Once again, I have that balloon sleeve black turtleneck underneath because I think that is the perfect piece to wear with it. But this time, instead of the Rachel Comey pants, I tucked it into these Jones, New York pants, put on this Western style belt that I thrifted at Beacon's Closet, and then tucked the pants into these tall patent leather boots that I got at the Goodwill outlet. Now this look is very pirate-esque, but I was taking inspiration from some real runway shows. I think across the board, I've been seeing a lot of exaggerated hips and legs with wide leg pants, but a very cinched waist. Otto Linger was doing a lot of that at Paris Fashion Week. And of course, as I've mentioned in the past, Isabelle Marant is kind of emblematic of this style, especially in neutral colors. Second to last, I have this amazing vintage tweed blazer. Now this is a classic length blazer that kind of hits right at the widest part of my hips, but because I don't find that silhouette very flattering on me, I decided to wear this as a crop top. I just buttoned up all the front buttons and then tucked the bottom of the fabric up into my bra and created this cropped silhouette. I really wish that I had sewing skills because I would love to just turn this into a crop top just like this. I might take it to a tailor for that exact purpose, but I'm a little bit worried that it wouldn't stay closed because there would only be one button in the front if I cut it off right where I tucked it in. But anyway, it's actually surprisingly comfortable to wear like this, so I could probably get away with just doing that. For pants, I threw on these matching pastel pistachio green pull-on pants that I got at the Goodwill outlet. These are just the comfiest, most flattering 80s vintage pants. Once again, I have on my Ferragamo pumps and those big white geometric earrings to finish off the look. The last piece that I have in this haul is definitely the one that's the most outside of my comfort zone. It's this BCBG Max Azria vintage 90s/Y2K dress. I say it's out of my comfort zone, but I also remember that I had a pretty similar butterfly sleeve dress like this from Urban Outfitters that was in my closet for a very long time. That one was kind of a gray color though, so I am glad that I finally have something that's a little more vibrant. Once again, this very psychedelic looking print was reminding me of Paloma wool and a lot of other designers that are doing these funky 60s reborn kind of patterns. Now on my Instagram, you might have seen that I styled this with a turtleneck and some white tights underneath, but I also think it looks great just by itself. I paired it with the same geometric earrings and the patent leather Mista boots to give it that 1960s vibe that I feel it has. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed all of the outfits. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And once again, connect with me on Depop and Instagram if you guys want to see more outfit styling throughout the week. I've also been thinking about trying to make a second video every week. I don't know if I'll be able to commit to it because it is quite time consuming to do the one video per week, but please leave some comments down below if you guys are interested in seeing another type of video from me, because I'd love to be able to do one thrift haul per week and then one other video that's maybe still about fashion, but something a little bit different. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.